We have 3 sleeping bags, 3 pillows, 3 journals, and 3 pens. With that, I bid you adieu. VentilationX is not your average entertainment media conglomerate. The company started with a local group of kids trying to express themselves through movement. XYZ was VentilationX's first production. We toured the East Coast and became best friends. My name is Alex Vaven. I started VentilationX in middle school as a way to bring people together.
My name is Steve Knopf, and VentilationX is my second family and my creative outlet.
I'll do my best not to dream.
My name is Ben Grubb, and I'm on VentilationX because I know this is the best way for me to really do what I want with my life.
This is the Hop, Drop, and Roll Tour. We're traveling across North America in the hopes of finding ourselves in the world of entertainment media.
We aren't doing the same stuff we were doing last year. We're spreading our name, we're spreading our talents.
Ambulance came again, but they drew no conclusions.
You didn't see this, but all 3 people in this room went like this at the same time.
This is our bedroom. We are sleeping on the floor rather than the master bed because we need to be hardened, ready athletes.
Day 1. We're at our house in Atlanta. We're just about to crash. I'm out of high school, turning 18 soon. I love where I am. I'm scared shitless, but I love where I am. And I'm glad to be here with my best friends.
Day 1 of 31. VentilationX doing big things. Hop, drop, and roll. Take it one step at a time. Keep breathing. And hopefully we'll make it through this one alive. You never know.
This is VentilationX.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Somebody tell them that Philly is in the building. Philly is in the building. Philly is in the building. Somebody tell them that Philly is in the building. We ride and we die for the 215, so let's go, let's go, go. 215, so let's go, let's go, go. 215, so let's go, let's go, go. 215, man, we ride and we die for the 215, so let's go. Philly in the building, make these niggas tuck they chains in. These bitches start to choosing when them Philly fitters came in. We came in, just flaming. Told you that it's all turn. Blowing on that purple yerba, my city, we all burn. Misdemeanors, felonies, the average smell got 2 or 3 for move or blow up 20 streets. So stashing heat under the sea, so what the hell you telling me? My city got like hella keys. My feet, you got on felines. And that's just the ATL in me. But Philly, what I effing rap until the day I die. Every day, every week, every month, I wish you see that it ain't just violence here. It's a lot of talent here. Build it, build it.
Oh, I get it.
It's alright. I can fix a flat. I just had to unload all this shit to get out the John. No idea how I'm gonna do this. This van was not made for road trips.
It is 3:17 in the morning. We just turned into Louisiana from Atlanta. We're all exhausted. We're trying to find a campsite so we can just set up our tent and crash for the night. We got a lot of filming to do tomorrow. We got a lot of trip left. Let's make something happen.
We have just infiltrated the private trailer park complex.
We're gonna get eaten alive by bugs if we don't start moving.
Alright, let's go.
We have built our shelter. We are trying to blend in with the sleeping natives.
We need mosquito nets.
It is 5 in the morning. We are very tired, on the verge of getting sick and losing our voices. Somehow mosquitoes have found their way into the tent. I'm getting eaten alive as we speak. Welcome to New Orleans.
This is VentilationX on the Hop, Drop, and Roll tour.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Dead in his eye, you see the signs of a nigga taking dangerous routes. Banging them out, chick know I banging them out. I'm lost, tangled in clout, speaking of facts, yeah. Changing it out, constantly watching. If you from where I'm from, gang, honor your block. Don't wait for no man, so we conquered the clock. Minded the shots, name kinda new and it's hot. Finding the plots, well known, down in the drop. Folks say we running them up.
Notice the flashing lights? We have 2 cops behind us right now.
We're going 57 and a 45. Got us with a ticket. Now we can pay it when we get back, but for now, we have this hanging over our heads.
How do we feel? Can we get on the highway now? Day 5 is coming to a close. It is the wee hours of the morning. Or should I say very late at night?
The wee hours of the morning.
There we go. Day 5 is coming to a close. It's the wee hours of the morning, and we have pulled into a rest area in the shoulder to go to sleep. We're facing west, so this car doesn't. So even if it becomes an oven, that's irrelevant information.
Yeah.
All right, last little run through. Here we go. What was I saying? It's the end of day 5?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's the end of day 5. It's the wee hours of the morning, and we have pulled the car into a rest stop to park in the shoulder and to get some rest for the night. We'll see you guys in the morning.
This is VentilationX. Welcome to Dallas, Texas.
Acts of living resounding with air coursing through against shores.
John's already starting.
Looks like that's it for us in Dallas. Time for some R&R in the Grand Canyon. See you guys there.
We just woke up and the car wouldn't start because Grub left the lights on. So we just got to jump and now we're back on the road, about to see the Grand Canyon.
Sitting here wasting my time.
Where you at, girl?
Watching the clouds roll by. Sitting here wasting my time, yeah. Watching the clouds roll by. I said, what am I gonna do?
I'm tired of waiting.
I said, what am I gonna do?
Getting tired of waiting.
I said, you love me till I'm trying. While I'm sitting there wasting all my time.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
We just encountered a herd of elk just outside the Grand Canyon. It's very exciting to see such beautiful creatures out at 5:30 in the morning. We are coming up to the Grand Canyon to see it at sunrise. Stay tuned.
I was peering into the depths of the Grand Canyon, and it really got me excited to think about what else we're going to see, not only in this trip, but in the rest of my life. What am I going to see that I haven't seen before? And to think that there's more that I'm going to see than just this really tells me that this is where I want to be. We're not over there where the railings are. We're out on our own little perch. There's no one around us. And it just really signifies our freedom, our independence, and our ability to do whatever we want.
I think the biggest obstacle that I've had to overcome for me and for my family was getting out of high school.
And now that I've graduated, I can finally move on and really get a chance to, do what I want to do, be the person that I want to be.
I feel like I'm finally maturing into the adult that, my parents wanted out of me and society wanted out of me, but I'm doing it on my own terms. It's not just about the extreme sports. It's not just about making movies. It's about the experiences of traveling around the country, traveling around the world, and just living everything, living all of it.
So here we are as a group of friends, a company, and young men looking over the Grand Canyon and the waves of Earth. A new day has dawned for us as individuals and as a group, and I don't ever want to stop.
This is VentilationX and the Hop, Drop, and Roll Tour 2008. We just left the Grand Canyon. We're on our way to Vegas, get some R&R, chill in the hot tub, rest up, see the sights, and then we're on to Los Angeles.
Yeah, he hot, yeah, he hot, yeah, he blaze. Yeah, he hot, yeah, he hot, yeah, he blaze. And get you in the get you in the crew, get you in the crew, get you in the crew.
They call me chill for a reason. Change with the seasons. February flow, flu symptoms have me sneezing. Get your winter coats, goosebumps when I see him. I predict big money, make it rain for the evening.
We're here in Las Vegas. We just checked into our room. We are on the 16th floor. We got a deluxe suite. So we're here. We're about to swim, eat a bunch of food, and party.
We walked in to see two very comfortable beds. I went to the bathroom to wash my face. There was a rubber ducky. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. Looks like a lot of fun. It's gonna be a blast.
We're in our hotel room in Vegas.
About to hit the strip and party it up.
But unfortunately, the camera has to stop here. See you guys in the morning.
Who am I? I'm Andre Robert Lee, film director and a producer, and I'm working with VentilationX on Hop, Drop, and Roll. I'm producing it. In terms of where VentilationX stands with other teenagers, I think you guys are light years ahead. You guys could be sitting home on a couch playing video games all the time and not doing anything, but you guys choose to actually do a little something more. And I like that. I really, really like that. I think it's important. And in terms of on a personal level, the one thing I get the most out of working with VentilationX is I learn a lot. Like I thought, I'll come in and I can this and that, but the energy I get from being around the guys and what I learn about relationships and about teamwork and building things from watching the group and working with them is great. Also learning how a collective group comes together and manages the different dynamics. And learning about really true friendship and bonding and what people can do when they really have passion and energy and funnel it all together and sort of drive force with the notion of the idea to make incredible, important art.
Where are we going right now?
Pacific Palisades, Cameron's house.
Anything that a person does based on the love of human expression, there's nothing out of integrity when it comes to generating a source of income for that. I'm a martial artist and a yogi, and I generate income because people would like to learn this practice from me, and because they would like to learn this practice, we exchange for that. They give me some of their resources and their energy, I give them some of my energy and resources, and that's an exchange. If you want to make it about money, money's just an empty vessel in which we exchange energy. There's really no problem with exchanging your resources for my resources in order for me to learn something from you. Because if I really want to learn something from you, then you need to be able to be sustainable so you can teach me. You know, you can't teach me something if you don't have a roof over your head. So when you teach me something, I give you some of my resources to help you be sustainable so that you can in turn give back to me. So that this idea that something cannot be used in order to create and generate energy resources so that you can survive, that's a very narrow-minded perspective. Come with the front, turn, boom, and there's but that was a good kick.
That was really good. I had to learn for a minute. It felt like really like
yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna land. I'm not gonna land.
I've done that too.
We're in Yosemite Park. We fell asleep on the side of the road and woke up to a deer right outside our window.
So far, we've traveled about 4,000 miles. We have about 6,000 left, and compared to what I've seen so far, I can only imagine what the next 6,000 miles are going to be like. The sights, the sounds, the environments, everything has just blown me away in every place that we've stopped in.
We always try and live every day to the fullest and do something new every day, but it's a whole different experience out here.
Hop, drop, and roll is really, you know, it's going to be the bridge over to my maturity. You know, coming out of high school, this is exactly what I need to launch me into the adult world. Being out on my own, you know, with just 2 of my friends for a whole month. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I don't want this to just be, you know, okay, come home from the trip, fall into a job, and work it for the rest of your life. The purpose of this trip is so we can come home and start the lives that we want.
Yes!
So we're in Yosemite Park. We're out filming by the water. I'm on my way back to our safe spot where all our stuff is. Slipped on a rock and broke our camera. We were able to finagle a solution with toothpicks by jamming them into the lens. But as of right now, we're filming with a broken camera. Let's see if it'll make it all the way home.
My name's Casper Corney. I'm 15. I skateboard and parkour for VentilationX, and I got on the team when I was 12.
Hey guys!
Now that I'm out here, this is the only city I'm going to be in, so I'm hyped. Alright, sounds good. Let's do it.
This is VentilationX. Welcome to San Francisco.
VentilationX Hop Drop and Roll Tour 2008, live in San Francisco.
How does it feel to be 18? It's great. I know my parents are proud of me, and I know that me turning 18 is kind of unsettling for them in a way, but in the long run I know that they're proud that I've made it this far and I've been able to be successful in my life. I really feel like my personality's changing and that my even thoughts are changing. You know, I feel a lot different, not just because of my age, but because of the experiences that I've been having. I really, can't wait to see what happens in the next few years. It's gonna be a real adventure. I'm so happy to experience it with my best friends and my family. It's gonna be a blast. Can't wait.
Grub's 18. It's time to get down and dirty. Nothing but love. Grub, hold it down. Let's do this mission.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I wanna go home.
Who are you looking at? Punk. Good, zoom on my pretty face.
This is VentilationX. Give me a shout out to Hooray for Earth.
Welcome to Seattle. We just got pulled over for doing 90 in a 60-mile-per-hour zone, and we received a ticket that was issued at around $250. It's the second speeding offense we've gotten in the 31-day trip, and the second ticket we've received. It's our last night in Seattle. We're leaving in the morning, and we'll be anxious to get the hell out of here.
It's 3:45. We just drove here straight from Seattle. We are here at Yellowstone National Park. We're gonna crash on this. Doesn't sound good. We're gonna crash on the side of the road. It is 3:45. We have arrived outside of Yellowstone National Park, all the way from Seattle. We're going to park on the side of the road, catch a good night's sleep, wake up, get some breakfast, and head into the park to explore a little bit.
We're here at the top of a mountain in Yellowstone National Park, overlooking a great portion of the park. Below us is a massive valley, and in the distance are some more snow-capped mountains. We're here standing alongside a glacier. Is this actually a glacier?
I don't know, I think it's...
Glacier moved down at that.
Right. We're here standing alongside a patch of snow. We're trying to expand. We're trying to overcome our fears, overcome our mental hurdles, and set out and do something never been done before. There's a lot of development left. There's a lot of growing left to do, but now that we're out here and now that we're standing on top of this mountain, it kind of says, if there's an opportunity standing in front of you, there's no reason not to take action and really seek out what you want. As I observe the various wonders of nature and get eaten alive by bugs.
Fuck me.
That one was big.
That one was huge. Okay. Punch the shit out of any bug I see. When I sit and look over this valley, it's just like, you can go anywhere and no one could really stop you. Most of my family is within the same zip code, but I really, in a lot of ways, don't want to be exactly like my family. I don't want to be stuck in one city for the rest of my life.
Look at this trip. We've been flying by the seat of our pants since we left. Although a lot of planning went into it, you know, you can never plan every aspect of it. You know, the more we travel, the more, you know, I realize it's up to us. You know, it's up to me. It's you have to make your own life decisions to keep going. You can't just have everything planned out. And that's what I want to live by. I don't want to have the rest of my life planned out. I want to, you know, have fallbacks. I want to be safe. I want to be secure in what I do. But, you know, I want every year to be different. I want every year to bring something new to the table. That's really the main thought of what I want to do in my life. I never want to stop moving. I want to always be trying something new, always be doing something new, always be making something new.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, he like landed and I went, I got him.
Okay. It's really crazy that we've done so much this trip and I've seen more than what I thought I would. And still there's another couple thousand miles to go. I'm not really sure what else to expect. I've pretty much seen what I thought would be everything, but at every turn there's something new and exciting. When we were driving, we had to stop because there was a bison walking down the street and we had to sit there and wait for it to pass. We just had to drive through a herd of bison. As you can see, there's a bunch around us, some behind you as well. And now that we're through it, now that the cops came and sorted everything out, we're on our way and we're heading to Mount Rushmore. So, you guys cool up there? Yeah. Yeah, there's more right there.
We love like rivals on an empty street, and I'm finding it hard to believe. You were just passing through. And I gifted you with a leaf.
It's about 11 o'clock where we are. We're in the middle of Wyoming and the storm has picked up. Lightning is constant, thunder louder than you can imagine. We were going about 70 down the highway and all of a sudden it just rushed in and we couldn't see 10 feet in front of us. It's dark, it's the middle of the night. We're alone out here and fighting to stay on the road, to stay sane, and to stay alive. I never thought I would see Mount Rushmore. It wasn't something that initially interested me. It wasn't something I wanted to travel to South Dakota exclusively for. Certain people want to be remembered, certain people don't. I'm someone who is really interested in making my mark, doing something unique and doing something that betters myself and the various communities to which I belong. Seeing a group of individuals who are immortalized on the side of a mountain kind of put it in perspective. You know, whether you're doing something on a grand scale that's bettering the human race or whether it's something in your local town or neighborhood. Looking at that monument and seeing a group of people with an idea, you know, or an ideal way of living who fought for that was really impressive. So we're on our way to Minneapolis from Mount Rushmore and we stumble upon a cliff to jump off of. We've been wanting to go cliff jumping this entire trip. We're in luck.
So we were having a lot of fun cliff jumping, and then the rain started coming in. There was thunder and lightning. Couldn't film in it. So now we're just gonna get on the road to Minneapolis.
So we were following the GPS on the way to Minneapolis, and it took us on a back street that was supposed to cut through to a highway, but as soon as we turned onto the road, the GPS cut out and doesn't know where we are, and we are traversing through the backcountry. It feels like we're on a safari. Holy shit, wild turkeys. Wild turkeys. Go after them. Go after them.
Go open it. There was a turkey right outside of our door.
Oh, get that. Eventually, we made it through the backcountry and got back to civilization. So, we're about to get on the highway and get to Minneapolis.
This is VentilationX.
Welcome to Minneapolis.
Let me tell you something. I've been on this trip for close to 4 weeks now. This is no joke. Road trips are hard as hell. There's so much driving involved. And when you're doing physical activity like we are, your body just runs out of energy so quickly. Right now, we're recharging, trying to get some sleep. I know I'm gonna sleep in the car. I always sleep in the car. But then, again, there's also days where you can get 2 hours of sleep, and simply on endorphins and adrenaline, you can go for like days.
You're a little late. This is how now it got destroyed.
My neck doesn't feel good anymore. We're running on very little sleep. We have an 8-hour drive ahead of us, and we have to make it to Chicago tonight. Here we go.
Chill effect, chill effect. Chill effect, chill effect. You can laugh now. We ride. These hoes is at the line between what they gonna say to make this world go round. But I know as soon as you start clapping, before the devil know you're dead, he hear the voices in your head. Like every little secret, evil thoughts start to spread. Try to separate yourself like the needle from the thread, but it's hard to find yourself like your body's when you dead. Cause you reap what you sow, karma follow where you go. And niggas never know, hostile, rhetorical. No answer to these questions, but a message in the flow. Too deep for you to grasp, drowned in my undertow. My mama started wondering, even questioned though. Has the kid lost his religion? Has the devil got his soul?
This is VentilationX. Welcome to Chicago.
CE double L block, flowing green, got my eyes shut like Brock. Pulling on something as long as a mop. Every day we grind till we rise to the top.
I be on my grind. I be on my grind like a skater on the grill. I be on my grind. I be on my grind like a skater on the grill.
I'm in the club, through the back door. Shorty got an iron, make it clap more. We got bread, and we got drinks. If they see you ballin', they owe you when you blink.
My name is Nico Hammerbacker. I'm 15 years old. I skateboard and parkour, and I've been on VentilationX for 4 years. With VentilationX, it's the choices you make and how you decide to live and what you do to progress in your life and figure out how important your dreams and goals are.
This is VentilationX. Welcome to Columbus.
We make
This is VentilationX, where we came to cause wreck. Kick, flip, half pint, pop, shove it off the steps. Loaded docked, hands, rails, double sets, be correct. Laser flip the pyramids, blunt slide, cassettes. You on the wall, then you best to come correct. Cause my launch ramp, I have you trade flip to your death. It's all real, like a shot through your flesh, or a line through the 100 hard flip on your chest. You gotta dig me, check the way I end it. Then I judo air, nose grind to a stiff thing. I'm on your melon, let the 40 head flip.
We just woke up. This is the last day of the trip. We're about to see Niagara Falls.
Unfortunately, this certain adventure is coming to an end. This is not the last road trip. There will be tons more. There's a lot more to experience in the world. We're not going to stop exploring. We're not going to stop experiencing life to the fullest.
This 30 days has been so monumental and so changing because there's really only so much that you can experience at home. When you get a chance to travel around the country, you can see everything. You can decide how much you want to experience. You can decide how much you want to see. And now I feel like I'm heading into the real world with the tools necessary to make it on my own and to realize that there's a lot more going on in the world than there is in just your hometown. You read through our journals and you'll find out that, you know, this trip was no joke. This had a lot going on. We've had to push our way through this trip. We've had to really test ourselves in a mental way and a physical way.
We want to push out in all directions. We want to try new things constantly. And knowing that this time tomorrow we'll be in the comforts of our own home is relieving, but it doesn't excite me. All it does is motivate me to push forward. It motivates me to come up with a new, bigger and better plan and to go in that direction, to take it as far as we can. I want to experience the world and I want to do it now. There's no time to waste. And being here on the final leg of the journey says to me that we need to push as hard as we can for as long as we can and impact as many people in a positive way as humanly possible. I want to make change for the better, and I want us to utilize the gifts we've all been given and make something happen. Our first traffic jam of the entire trip was on the last day. How is that reasonable?
We started this trip with all kinds of granola bars and soup and snacks, and now all we have left is a jar of peanut butter.
There's a nose on your face. We're existing in another time and space. Deep, so deep. Let's concentrate on inner peace. No pressure, just relax and let it flow.
We're back in Abington, inside Philadelphia, on home ground and home territory. I don't like the fact that we're back and that the action's stopping, but it only means we're going to have to push that much harder to make something new and more exciting happen. We're going to take this energy, take this life, and this creativity and push it forward, push it out to the public, motivate everyone, and take over. That is what we're here to do, and that is what we are going to get done. Being back with the crew feels good. I'm excited to see my boys. I'm excited to see friends and family. We're going to make that happen, and we're going to have some fun doing it.
That's really one of the things that I want to do in my life. I really want to experience the world, not just as a tourist, but really become part of the culture each time I visit a city. I haven't seen these guys in a month. Some we saw in the middle of the trip, but still we haven't spent that much time with them. It feels good to be back. With all the guys together, we really have that spark that really ignites the VentilationX movement, our feeling. This is where I want to be. With these guys, whether it be in Abington or in LA or Chicago or Atlanta or New Orleans, anywhere, even if it's in Brazil. And as of right now, it's only the beginning.
you sat through this movie and you don't even have a full idea of all the things that we've experienced. This movie may have documented most of the things that we've seen and felt and all the things we've done, but it goes beyond it. It goes beyond all the struggle, the heat, the exhaustion, you know, just the overall fun and excitement that we've been through. The people who have sent us on this trip have supported us from the beginning, and I'm so thankful to have those people because they are what made this trip possible. We wanted to hustle, we wanted to be on this trip, and here we are doing what we always wanted to do. Every minute of this trip was worth it, was well worth it. 30 days and, you know, a lifetime worth of experience. It really puts a new perspective on my life. I come back home and I feel different. I feel like I appreciate every single luxury that I had at home before so much more. It's gonna be a new life when I'm here. It's gonna be a new life from now on because of all the things that I've gotten to see and experience. And I want to thank everybody at home and on the trip who have helped us along the way. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Sitting here thinking as time wastes away, I can hear it ticking every hour of every day. It's screaming at me to move, move out, move on, just move. I'll never amount to anything, wallowing in this hopeless state of mind. I'm falling faster and faster, just waiting to hit the ground, or to see if someone will catch me in time.
When the taste of my mouth repeatedly washes over, reminding me the softest touch can also bring the cold. The sweetest scent, the kindest words can make your heart relax, or hide the seat to break your guard and make your caution lash. To put your love in anything in life, it takes a risk. I'm falling fast, my jump was short, the ground is gonna hurt when I hit. I close my eyes and visualize that I am in